Hey guys, I wanted to make a quick video to talk about relationship hurt. If you are over 10 years old, you have probably experienced some form of hurt from a relationship, a marriage, a divorce, whatever the case is. The bottom line is nobody is exempt from relationship hurt. Now, I can always tell when a woman is going through a breakup, which I have seen the past couple of days on Facebook, is the reason I can tell is because they start putting posts to make it seem like they are not hurt. Well, if you're not hurt, then you put nothing. But if you are hurt, it's okay to be hurt. I want to make it normal for women to be able to say they were hurt, or even for men to be able to say they were hurt. When you have an expectation and it is not met, that causes you to be hurt. I don't care where it's coming from. I don't care if that expectation is from a job. Maybe you expected a promotion or a raise. If that expectation is from a child or whatever the case is, unmet expectations do cause hurt. But I want to let you know that it's okay to say that you're hurt. Now, I am, even though my relationship ended and I ended it, because I saw a long time ago it was not going anywhere, and this is not God's best for me. God has his best for you. And so that best would be that person knows who you are and they know your value. You don't have to convince them of your value. And if you feel like maybe that's not being recognized, then you need to reevaluate. And don't stay in something because the holidays are coming, you want somebody to go to the movies with, whatever the case is. All of those are reasons, but they're not good reasons. Because the bottom line is you end up selling yourself short. And anytime you settle, you end up with less than what you settled for. And so this video is not about that. I'm not bashing anybody, because the bottom line is everybody has somebody. And it's just very possible that I just have not met my somebody. And so what has happened over time is that I have ended up, going against my intuition or my better judgment or whatever the case is. And I think it's going to be different. And then it's not. And then I'm hurt. And then even though I don't have to be hurt because I didn't have to end the relationship or anything, but the bottom line is I am hurt. I'm hurt because I expected something that did not happen. And so because of that did cause my heart to be hurt. And so what has happened is that we like memes, and we listen to these memes. And a lot of times, like somebody made a post yesterday and it made a lot of sense. And I thought about it and I did comment on it. And the post was basically, time does not heal, because time is not designed to heal. Jesus is designed to heal. And so if you are hurt, instead of trying to put a lot of time between that, lift it to the Lord. Because when you lift it to him, there is immediate peace and deliverance and comfort. And so that's all I've had to do, because I have been out walking the dog and I'll just start crying. I'll just say, Lord, I'm hurt. I'm hurt. Why did I lose so much time? Why was I wrong again? Why can't I trust myself? Is it that I'm not capable of picking the right person? And so then you begin to doubt yourself and you begin to not trust your own judgment because of this one area. Now, in other areas of life, I don't have this problem. But when it comes to this area, it's almost like the enemy has done so much damage that I have, I don't know if I can choose correctly. Because the bottom line is, I'm smarter than that. And so are you. And what happens is we are just so great at our jobs, and we're great at raising our children, and we're great at decorating the home, and we're great at all these things. And then some man comes and he shovels you a bunch of lies, and instead of you believing that it's a lie because you can't believe that anybody would tell that kind of lie or be that way or deceive you to that degree, you accept it because you don't want to believe it. And then you end up hurt. And so God tried to spare you when he gave you those red flags, but you didn't take the red flags, just like I didn't take the red flags. We just kind of tuck them in our purse and act like, well, this will change. This doesn't have to be. But the bottom line is, anything that you ignore in the beginning is going to be the reason you end. That's it. So I want you to be able to say that you're hurt. You don't have to say it to your friends. If you don't have those kind of friends, I don't have anybody I can tell it to. But the bottom line is, I just lifted it to the Lord and I said, I'm hurt. this hurt me. Help me. And sure enough, he came right in and, just gave me peace. And, I'm a little teary-eyed now because I think about, how it happened or why I let it happen. And I'm just trying to get whole. And it's a process. And a lot of times we don't want to go through the process. We want to move on to someone else and just have a bunch of rebounds. And that doesn't help either. For a heart that's broken, the last thing you need to do is put something else on it. You got to take stuff off of it, in order for it to heal. And the healing comes through Jesus. It's not going to come through memes or things to make you think that you're not hurt. I'm sorry I'm rambling because I'm sad. So what I want to convey is that it's okay to be hurt. It's okay to mourn a relationship. It's okay to mourn what you thought could have been. A lot of you guys are my age and you don't have children and you wanted children. That's pain. Because you think back to all the time you wasted with the wrong people or the wrong person, and then you start to wonder, was I even designed to have children? Was I designed, And it's not that you were not designed. It's that there is an area that you've not addressed in your life. And a lot of times it's hurt from rejection, from being a child, rejection from maybe being a teenager, being rejected by your first boyfriend or someone that you really thought you loved. Do you guys remember the first time your heart was broken? That was awful. I remember that. I had a boyfriend and I don't know. We would talk on the phone all the time and I just never imagined that we would never talk on the phone again. And, one day he just called and said, I don't think I want a girlfriend. And that broke my heart. And I didn't even know I was too young. And what's happening now is that these children, they're getting younger and younger. And so what they do is they set out and they go and they get pregnant by the guy and they think, well, if I get pregnant, that means that he has to stay. That doesn't mean that. And then they go and they repeat the pattern in other relationships and they end up having more and more children. And guess what? They end up single mom, 7 children, 8 children, and they're hurt. And it's hurt on top of hurt. And then they want someone to come in and rescue them, but they refuse to deal with the pain. I decided to deal with the pain. Whatever the rejection is, whatever's going on, whatever the daddy issues I had or have or whatever's going on, I have allowed the Lord to come into every door of my heart. And I have said, just come in and cleanse me. Cleanse me of all unrighteousness and heal me every place that I have been broken. And I don't think that people set out to break your heart. I really don't think that. I just think that, a lot of times people are so busy trying to protect themselves and to guard their own heart that they end up breaking yours in the process. I do believe that. Because you would have to be a monster to just, I'm going to break this girl's heart just for no reason. Nobody's going to do that. Nobody's going to do that. But I just wanted to let you know that it's okay to admit that you're hurt. And I know, people see this on social media and laugh, or they'll think it's weird, or they'll never say that. They're lying to themselves. Because we all have hearts, right? We all have been hurt. We've all played the fool, right? So it's okay to lift that hurt up. It's okay to talk about that hurt. It's okay to get free of that hurt. That is the best way to get free of it. When somebody's mourning, they always want to talk about the person. And have you noticed that? I remember when I lost my son, I just wanted to talk about it. Nobody wanted to hear it. Nobody wanted to hear it. And I think they didn't want to hear it because they didn't know how to respond. But a lot of times you don't necessarily need a response. You just need an ear. So if you're hurt, even if you just want to say it and not need a response, It's fine for you to do that. Do what I'm doing. Just make a video. You don't have to even share it. You can make a video, or you could type up an email and send it to yourself, or you can send it to someone that you trust. You can even send it to me. I understand, we're all human, and we'll deal with the frailties of human life as long as we're in flesh. And so if you're going through a breakup, my suggestion is not to go get somebody else to get your mind off of that person. The reason I suggest that is because it's not fair to the new person. It's not fair to them. They didn't get a fair shot. They are getting you compromised and in a broken state. Would you go into the store and buy something that's broken? No. So don't give that to someone else. I want you to be able to acknowledge that you're hurt. It doesn't matter what people think of it. Acknowledge that you're hurt. When the blind man heard that Jesus was coming by and people told him to shut up, he cried even louder, "Son of God, have mercy on me." Sometimes we just want Jesus to have mercy on us. Cry out. Ask him to have mercy on you. "Son of God, have mercy on me. My heart is broken. I know I did it to myself, but I'm asking you to make me whole." So that's all you have to do. Be encouraged.